Only thing is music, no points. Fair enough. Alright, we'll run that back from the start real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how Kyber Council went overall. First time I've ever done a show like that was stressful. And there were definitely some technical difficulties. I noticed my mic cutting out a lot at the start when I had it off to the side, you know, like in position for how I do the GAC streams. I was trying to focus on the camera more, because, you know, it's a show, it's less of a play stream, but yeah, just a learning experience. Unfortunately, nothing I can really do to clean that up, but it's an easy fix for next time. Everything should be going a lot more smoothly. There's a lot of plans that I want to get going, both for Kyber Council, but also stuff that's gonna improve some other upcoming series. Stuff that's been, if you're aware of a certain room I started working on a while ago, that kind of went on the back burner, and I dragged it off. It's actually almost done, straight up. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm a little bit disappointed there's no kits yet. We were kind of at the expected time, and I mean, with the update rollout last night and the new Palpatine skin, so I'm expecting it's entirely possible that it's just going to come out. The kits are going to come out while I'm live. I don't know what I'm going to do if they don't. I don't know what, like, we're kind of at the edge, I would say, of when CG usually pushes out news. Maybe another hour left in, like, the realm of possibility, but, like, 5:15, 5:30 Central Time is usually about the limit of where they push stuff out, so it'll be a bit sad if it doesn't happen today. For those who don't know, based on how they treated the first GL release, it was 1 week after the final requirement for the kit releases for Rey and Kylo, and then another week beyond that for the push lines up. Pi going farmable on the release date, which was kind of expected from how late he came out. He's kind of like the Resistance Hero Poe type of situation. There's no confirmation that kits will actually be today, but you know, one can hope. I can really hope, because I've been a bit impatient. But yeah, until that happens, we are in a grand arena. We're in a weird grand arena. So I completely overhauled a lot of my stuff since last season. Got Kyber last season. You know, Kyber doesn't actually mean much anymore. We have double ships, which for me doesn't mean much. Double ships for me just means I'm cheesing. That's all it is. Ooh, why is YouTube chat dead? I wonder if this is because I didn't kill. We got Twitch chat on screen. We got Twitch chat and Streamlabs. I wonder if this is Streamlabs too. Let's see. I killed it. Send it real quick. Just if I can make sure. Anyway, I see you guys. I was just Vader Ray with Vader what? Nice. Yeah, that's actually kind of the theme for me last season. I just hop on over real quick. Last season took me by surprise, because there were a lot of teams like, you know, Kylo with Night Sisters that have been around for a while but just only existed at the top. And it feels like that suddenly just popularized in a way that I wasn't expecting. I was expecting to see it from, like, maybe higher end guilds who are more familiar with it, but no, just straight up guilds I hadn't heard of were popping the strategy. So, you know, I felt a little bit, I've been lazy. That's really all it comes down to. I was happy to coast on JKR Luke, which can beat that team, but there's a lot more finesse, and teams like Gas Cheese or Vader come off a lot stronger in that matchup, and it's a lot easier in that matchup. So tried to just aim for a remod that created as much flexibility as possible here. I got a modding setup that works for Gas Cheese, CLS on defense, Vader versus Kylo, Vader versus Rey, things like Gas Cheese versus Rey, but also Jedi versus Rey, Jedi versus Vader. Even more possibilities that we'll see if they come up. But yeah, I talked to Blade a lot, just got his opinion on things. He's got a pretty specific style right now. I don't know if I want to go all the way to that style, but I do like a lot of what he's doing. Yeah, okay. A little bit of a learning here too. I'm guessing I just have to kill Streamlabs in between streams, otherwise it's not going to pick up YouTube. That's weird. That's unfortunate. But yeah. Test 2? Yeah, I don't think. I'd have to kill and restart the stream for a chat to get on screen, so I don't know if we want to go through that song and dance today. Wait, I just saw it. I swear I just saw it. was just picking up which. Okay. Yeah. We're fighting up against someone from Mighty Chlorians here, and was pretty bizarre. He auto-posted and never attacked the entire last season, except for like one battle that was like the oldest battle that was in the the hopper. So he was just a blank slate. There were a couple of things that do kind of favor me here, unfortunately. If I hop on it. The joy of having two shows. There we go. Yeah, we got a map that looks kind of innocuous, honestly. It isn't until you actually start looking at the nitty-gritty that things start to break apart a little bit. Matchmaking was a bit unfair to him. I'm really hoping, by the way, that once we get to the new GL releases, I said this for the original GL releases and it didn't happen. I'm really hoping that this is going to bias matchmaking in a way that makes it a lot more open. Right? You would have to think, right? There's some amount of GL, some amount of top-end characters, and ignoring the rest, that the matchups have to start tightening up. But we're in here, we have a Ray that's maybe got some better days ahead of her. I think partly what happened here is because we also have a Jedi Knight Luke icon, and he as well has some better days ahead of him. So not exactly. Look, straight up, I have never pretended to be a Fleets guy. Actually, I almost don't like the movement to 2 fleets. I mean, it makes sense, right? Fleet is starting to widen out. I actually still don't think it's wide enough, but we'll get to that in a second. But, you know, my whole ship strategy was basically, once I have Malevolence and Negotiator, I'm basically caught up with the ship meta, right? I got through the Millennium Falcon meta without really gearing any Rebel pilots. I went through super bare minimum, not even level 85, Gear 8, Gear 7 Phoenix. I was happy with that because I'm a minimalist when it comes to ships, and gearing pilots, like, yes, you can technically say that like SRP Bistan have Mon Mothma value now, but we're so flooded with GL requirements, double GLs coming out at a time. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm going here, is pretty much across the board. I feel pretty much forced to hold Negotiator and Malevolence, and I think I'm okay with that. So I think that this is actually going to have a couple of really weird ripple effects. I think a lot of people are going to feel that same way, which I think is actually going to make Fleet easier as a side effect. It's bizarre, right? Because I don't think that feeling is going to be uncommon. I think a lot of people are going to be freaked out about the idea of losing in fleets. So what do? You cheese. And we're essentially just turning Fleet into a cheese meta, which honestly actually kind of favors me. In terms of banner efficiency, are you kidding me? Like, Fleet was easily tanking me the hardest every single week. So, and think about it this way too. Let's say you fight someone who is posting the hardest defense they can post, right? Should I even, I don't know, if chat box is only working for Twitch, kind of, no offense to Twitch, but based on what's happening, I'll still be watching chat, don't get me. What's up, Mendogs? Oh, Mendogs is who I'm playing as. Let's see here. Whatever, I'll leave the chat up for now. Yeah, right, so like, imagine you cheese, they post their hardest, you're just gonna Negotiator versus Malevolence, and you're gonna Malevolence versus Negotiator. I will say, Malevolence versus Negotiator now is a lot messier on banners than it used to be. You know, if you're fighting like Houndstooth 5's ETA or Anakin ship with Malevolence, you're probably getting like 60 plus. If it's like Y-Wing Rex Anakin, you're like looking at 55s. It's a pretty consistent win. It's still a messy fight. It's a less useful turn order because Vulture gets killed at the start there. It's, you know, it is what it is. But like, that's a little bit of a banner disadvantage, but Negotiator versus Malevolent, hard to, right? Got Plo Koon taking care of business. It's all good. So let's go on in. Yeah, unfortunately, like I was kind of saying, it feels kind of bad. I feel like there is an unfortunate mismatch here between GL and Jedi Luke being finished, but I still got some pretty good stuff going on your roster. Let's take a look at what we're looking at. The Kyber Council show kind of ate up all of my time today, so just like the title, I am going a little bit blind here. Alright, we got some crit avoidance. Checked in. This looks sisterable, right? Pretty tough team overall. No tendency on Magna. Yeah, Forsu. I guess the bigger concern would be, like, am I introducing... Because my defense fleets are god-awful. Like, we're talking, like, level 1, fully unupgraded Radis levels of defense. You wouldn't even call it that. So it's entirely possible that that's just going to feed someone a lot of extra banner efficiency. That kind of sucks. I don't know. This whole situation just feels weird. If the Radis versus Malevolence matchup tends to be solid, then I'm maybe open to trying to like post one of them on defense. But so honestly, the thing that would scare me the most then would be like, what if they post, like, what if you bring Radis Malevolence, right? And what if they post like a really good Bistan Rebels ship team plus, you know, up to date Y-Wing 7-star negotiator? I'm not gonna feel good with Radis in either of those matchups, because I'm assuming like Rebels are gonna eat Radis pretty handily, right? Especially with Y-Wing potentially bringing in extra Falcon hits. That's a bit of an awkward position to be. I don't know if I feel good about that. For Night Sisters, I know we have a feat for Spirit Zombie. That was the plan anyway. This should be satisfied. Plenty of time on that. We do need an undersize somewhere. Oh, also, speaking of completely overhauling everything, we've got Luke looking pretty snazzy with this new team member. I'm really, really excited. Like, honestly, I'm kind of just approaching today, and maybe even this whole week, just experiment, just seeing what the heck happens, like how teams perform, what gets used, and so on. Yeah, I haven't checked for potency. That's not fun. 98. If we can spare Hermit Yoda. We don't know if his Kylo's on defense yet, so obviously we need to attack south first, but we could Kira Hermit Yoda and nest this. Assuming she's not on some crazy roids. Okay. Alright, let's... It's been a minute since I've done this, but... I think. Right. It's a fairly beefy team. I don't know. Sokka is still in pretty alright shape. I actually had to juggle her mods around a lot too. She's not as bulky as she has been, but we'll be plenty fine with that. Alright, let's do this. I do feel a bit rusty, I'll say. We'll see what happens. He's not that tenacious. I don't know if we... Alright, we still get... I think I used to have a potency cross on Spirit I recently removed. Not sure how I feel on that. Get the plague on B1 that I'm looking for. Doc is still looking in pretty good shape. Let's retop on. Sokka just taking a really Jordan blast to the face. I actually did bring down her speed a little bit, so that is gonna help her survivability. At least again. Stun you don't like to see, but as long as they keep hitting zombie here, it's fine. I think we still have a revive left, but I'm not 100% on that. If they hit Daka here, actually a bit comfortable. I want to play this. I almost don't want a basic. I don't want to put too much pressure. I don't want B1 to die immediately. GG will probably, if we basic here, I'm pretty sure this is going to lead to killing the one. I'm a little bit worried about this Daka being, because I don't know if we're on 1 or 2 revolts. Just gonna mass assist. If this kills, we'll get the heal anyway, so it's kind of nice. I don't think we'll kill it. The boy is way too beefy. No choice but to end up being B1. God, this is really uncomfortable from how low everyone's health is getting uniformly. This, you really don't want this. But it's crazy how much they're just drilling on Daka only. Oh, okay. No revive though. Ooh, this is an ugly choice. If we RNG a hit on B2, kill him, this is really, really bad. If Spirit Blade Assault should still be done. That I'm fine with. You can do that all day. Have at it. Alright, we're stable. Jordica wasn't killing Daka, but definitely maybe. Just need to make sure that we can get a mass revive off in time before we're done. Also partially just waiting for Plague, I guess. Get that lifesteal off. Alright, let's buy a little bit of time back, hopefully. We fix that. Stun will be sick. Stun doesn't happen. Stun will be sick. Stun doesn't happen. Are we really not gonna get? Double 85%. Or double 50% miss. Alright, alright. I mean, we got the Plague. That was the part that I was looking for. So, is this gonna be weird? Because I want to say I can just Vader this and treat this like a normal team. I don't know if she's just gonna go into damage immunity super early though. I guess she doesn't have ult though, right? But that could also just mean she's gonna whirlwind if we don't get the. Vassal's gonna get another chance to base her. I think we get chances to block her. I think this will be. That ever is getting annoying now. Close, yeah. There was one exact turn there where that was easy if they just ate. Yeah, solid GG team though, a lot of good relics. I know we just got double 15% resisted. I'm like, yeah, surely that's not going to happen again. But I think as long as we... the odds are still stacked in my favor. It should just play the same as a Relic 7 array. Let's just try this. We post Kylo. Am I going to regret this? This might make things a little bit weird if he's hiding Kylo in the back. I'd be better off just using Jedi here, actually. I don't know if this would work. God, this is such a weird... I don't want to spend Hermit Yoda. Or would I... This is a really weird choice to make. I don't know that we need to, like, she doesn't have the 70% health from relic levels She's gonna be like 70k health. So it's really just a matter of being able to take some initial. Collect material. You know, I've actually missed it a decent amount from streaming at this time. 0 out of 5. Hell yeah. If he's hiding Kylo in the back, I just... Alright, I'll see if I can sub in. Alright, let's try this. A bootleg loot. Do we need Basilide? I've actually never practiced loot too. Let's... I assume I'm just supposed to. I trust, or something like that. Let's do it. I want the commands. Doing it live. Let's figure it out. She can't take that much of it. Right? Like, you're just gonna. Yep. Alright, thank you, boy. So maybe better off to just basic right now. She's got the little bit of protection. Basic at her. And she goes good. Yeah. We don't have a whole lot of banner patch up. But no. Armored Yoda? A little bit on. If we could try to walk out of here with at least a 59. I don't know if we have the regen power to actually hit the 60. I guess if we're gonna hit it, we need to call Revan to assist twice. Unless we can get to this second cooldown. Okay, good start. Stun BB here. That's it. Counter. Oh, we did for about 2 seconds. Oh, the fact that he has damage if he actually doesn't counterattack. Sick. The Holdo indirectly. Okay, Luke goes before, Revan goes before. I think if we give Shakti speed up to herself, I think we'll be in good shape. I don't actually want Shakti to go before though. Waste it. That's... Yeah, we're fine. Let's expand our range. Hell yeah. Alright. That should be 60. There we go. Weird fight. Technically overkill, I guess, but... so no Kylo. What speeds are we talking here? We got Watt and Yoda flip. I think that means we just automatically... I'd rather actually just use Watt here instead. Watt will get the offense down. Only concern would be Padme Cake. We're above Padme Cake naturally. I think I'm feeling it. Yeah, do this. We'll have good damage. We'll have Kira lead giving extra damage. It's only going to be a 56, which is kind of unfortunate, but... Well... what's our best option? We use gas, we use Shakti, our clones are kind of floating. We got options. clones would have. I think I'm feeling Watt. Watt's going to be better damage output. I don't think we're going to be here waiting as long. I like it. So for this, we're doing tank piece. Just make sure that Anakin can't bully her out. Doesn't matter. We're just turns. One thing that is unfortunate about this, I honestly learned a lot about the matchup just from watching certain fights. You can really start to clearly see how much of a difference C-3PO makes. Not because of offense down, or that we don't have offense down here, but because he gives Padme triple translate and then starts reducing those cooldowns, and you have Padme calling him, which is just going to keep this kick up. Watch what happens in a minute or two here. Even as we start to pressure Anakin down, she's never going to heal, but at the same time, it's actually drawing out the fight a lot more. We've got the Ahsoka double assist just eating a lot of time here. Plus, because she's using kick instead of her heal bomb, it actually means a lot less damage stacking for us too. So that's a huge source of crit damage for Nest whenever she pops heal. Alright, decent pressure on Anakin so far. Is that triple translate? Watch this. It should just be kick. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. Was that a Nest turn? Actually, it looked like Nest counterattack. Just auto lining up in a weird way. Like, look at this. Anakin's taking damage. Anakin will be like half health. Padme just doesn't care. Ahsoka is gonna heal him, so you know, whatever. But yeah, the offense arrow. It's... My Nest still tends to be a little bit weaker than you want to use with a strategy offense-wise, partly because she's R6 and you cut through all health as quickly as you can, because time is the only concern here. Like, you give this Nest any amount of time, she will win. But the timeout is always issue. I am a little bit uncomfortable with how slow my Nest is, because I think faster Nests are just better for pressuring out Anakin early on. Right, like, with how slow we are, he's basically getting a heal back to full before we get to pressure him. So that means that we're never actually going to kill him until we can just one-shot him 100-0. Whereas, like, if you have Nest a little bit faster and she's getting hits in, she's gonna be able to get a snipe on him when he's, like, you know, about this spot at around this time. So, hopefully not a timeout concern here. Ahsoka's probably just gonna heal him again. Alright, we're getting there. I don't think next hit will kill him, but... Oh, she actually used healer for one. Padme being a pal. We are starting to reach the point in time where I'm concerned about time. Also, part of the issue with Padme kicks is actually just Nest getting her something I noticed, right? Because we don't have enough tenacity to constantly resist 3PO with potency up. So it actually is, like, speaking of being low and getting, you know, to take pot shots on Anakin while he's on full health, has been an issue sometimes. Alright, this a little bit late, though. I think timeout is a concern here. A real concern. Also just Ahsoka assist being a pain in the ass eating time. Hopefully one more will get her. Hopefully. Please don't counterattack her. I can feel myself aging just watching these Ahsoka double taps. she's gonna have purple protection. There's no point doing the big hit. Damn. Didn't actually stack out enough damage. That's insane. This is actually one of the worst nest runs I've had. Wow. I'm surprised, considering we had Watt Tech piece invested. Get the offense down off of him. Huh. Wonder what went wrong there. I mean, it's not that different of a Padme than usual. I think she has a bit. I don't know if it would really boil down to the. This has pretty good armor pen. Alright, look, we fought Padme's like this before. Huh. Yeah, the Ahsoka isn't that fast either. I was gonna say, like, maybe that's the Ahsoka. That health even either. Weird. Alright. That sucks a little bit. That sucks a lot of it. Huh. How much do I trust Vader underside? Oh, we spent what? We don't have the life preventing tech anymore. Wait, what do my Jedi look like now? Ah, we got Yoda. Okay. Not sure how I'm gonna value this team still. I mean, Anakin being gone definitely helps. Reload definitely doesn't help. Like, if they get a good initial protection move off, then bringing something like ETB and stuff is gonna be bad. I actually might just be done with it. And Rey actually, they don't have a heal block. Rey could maybe, like, I don't know, could she solo it? She's good for 2 whirlwinds, and once she's down to like last whirlwind, she could just dual GK pretty much, right? Like, how is that not the case? I'll try this. I guess I did. I don't think that changes anything. Or he could just lose a taunt just in time. Do we even actually need Padme out first? I don't know if that's the case. Yeah, I've never tried. I maybe should have done it. We're just gonna get this. Might as well just get the second whirlwind now. I guess actually I would rather have GK out just because the Foresight, the bigger danger than he. This should get a second whirlwind. Gets us best. We're gonna trade counterattacks that are gonna heal her up. We could actually maybe get back. This is, well, lost the retribution at a time. Alright, Padme, you need to toughen it up a little bit. Help. Yeah, there we go. Alright, this should be full banners. Just technical issues. Eh. You did miss a battle that went the full 5 minutes. That was actually, you missed the worst Est versus Padme I've ever had. This is the aftermath. Alright, that should be. I'm assuming we're full protection, even if I'm not. Yeah, I can do fine. Alright. Later, lady. And messing around with stuff. I've got a full power Luke on defense that. Yeah, I'm just curious. Curious to see how stuff's gonna perform. Put a good amount of work into this team. Feel very, very deadly. We'll see. We'll see. Plus, also, I know that his gas is a modded for gas cheese, and his Luke isn't. Jedi Luke is great. You're a Jedi Luke, maybe not gonna handle Kylo on his own, so yeah, just messing around with stuff. Yeah, I think that this, like, if this was like a fantasy football team, this is like a late round draft that is basically like an RB1 something. Should be on damage modding now. Yes. He was only ever defense modding because I just didn't want him to die when he was star. Like, the way I saw it is just give him a tank build, give him good defense, and I heard your banner is on auto. Wait, did she? When I hit auto, she totally chunked herself to 75%, didn't she? I should have just auto basics. Wait, wasn't she an ultimate? Wait, Sendo, what are you talking about? I thought I popped ults. And that should have just been finishing the ults, right? Making me paranoid. Alright, let's just... Ultimate didn't kill her? Ow, she was like half health. Did you like pop heal bomb before it? And it's like... Okay. Yeah, damn. I just assumed. Yeah, I saw a half health Padme pop ult. Look away. Yeah, Prime Force. So I think what's happening, learning the ways of Streamlabs being pain. I think what's happening is I need to kill Streamlabs in between streams because otherwise that doesn't check it. You wanted to check it? I'll do it a little bit. I'm gonna keep moving. I mean, everyone's saying that it happened. This does feel overkilly. I don't know if I need to check. There's the end. I almost wonder if this is overkill for this and would be better suited up against First Order. We're in there. Yeah, there's so much weirdness this week. I'm actually really uncomfortable with having 3PO on defense. He's been available. I mean, CLS as well, right? I think CLS with GPO might be the strongest defense team in the game, apart from Rey or Kylo. I don't know if that's... I mean... Like what, right? Like, yeah, the Gas has counters. Gas is pretty comfy. I don't know. Crazy stuff. Is the camera on a different side for this video? Mirror images. He's not bad. It's the same as last time. Last video we saw your left. That might have been a Discord thing, because you weren't actually seeing my camera feed, you were seeing the Discord call. Now that you mention it though, yeah. It's messing with my brain a little bit. Because I don't know the Discord would mirror, right? I don't know why I bother. It's weird. Yeah. Alright, I would love to not have dang. Alright. Man, I'm bummed about that Nest fight. As if I didn't need enough anxiety about it. Like, most of the time for me, if I was bringing in Watt, that felt like, alright, this is easy. Because, like, right, we did a battle without Watt. Or we did a battle with Watt, but without Kira Lead a couple of weeks ago. And that went fine. And that was with Kira Lead, which is more offense. That's... I meant to think about that one. That shouldn't have happened, I think. Alright, so this... How spooky is the spy? We do have a faster Scion again. back end where he needs to be. It's a little bit of tenacity on DBA though. It's maybe more tenacity than see. Scion is a little bit low potency suddenly too. 48. If Geo Soldier is faster, I might the I mean, we could Padme this for 55. I don't know if I feel great. I would almost rather just like EPBSF Vader that. If I'm not gonna Vader this, guess I feel like Trey can die here. Not too. We're probably gonna main here at the start. Hopefully we get good GP targeting, or we could just end it. I think we had about 50% chance to land that. All right. Aside from Poggle's potential turn, the battle should be ours. I was gonna get one more nuke shot. Okay. Should be 3 solid banners. We have Trey with the full protection. I jumped out this. Wait for Scion turn. It's always funny to me when Scion just has so many debuffs on her that he just blends himself the moment the Treya takes, or that he takes a turn and cleanses it. It just explodes. Like if Treya Unique could actually like do killing damage to him, that would actually be a huge scare in this matchup. I don't have any AoE. 62 not bad. Take it. Gear 12 Treya standing strong. And make sure that sisters on any crazy speed here. Saj is maybe up there. We are gonna deny her a little bit of speed. I don't even know if we need anything beyond this, actually. Alright, like if we do this and they get Plague Out, then Thrawn is actually just an issue. There's a 50% chance that we're not gonna get the Corrupted Battle Meditation. Whatever, Thrawn's just gonna smooth. Why not? Sure, I don't mind that. CBM in all the right places. I'll take it. How do we wanna... So let's massacre. We have... I just wanna leave. I wonder. I think we're supposed to basic spirit. Then it's Halzin's Relic 7, right? I think. I don't know if Daka's actually somehow going to override our turn meter. That's a little bit scary, but if we can get a second kill here and then call Daka. Can't. Just a little bit. Okay, then I should probably just... Alright. You back on Vader. We whiffed every single stun and then it just didn't matter. Okay. Sure. Yeah, Prime Force. I was saying if it can. It can't do lethal damage to teammates. I'm pretty sure on that. Because I actually have had my Scion just go down to 1% health from her taking a turn. I actually didn't have an Omega on his heal, on his Hell by Hatred move for the longest time. This was like a month ago that I finally took it. because of that exact situation happening. Because like most of the time, you hit this button, 80% health isn't going to make a difference. Although, man, Omegas have actually gotten so abundant lately that was like back in the day when Omega pinching was actually kind of necessary, and I just hadn't bothered it since. But yeah, I actually have had situations where this extra 20% just felt a lot more necessary. Kind of funny. And are we still no kits? Damn, unfortunate. I guess maybe no kids today after all. If it's not tomorrow, then kind of just losing hope that they just won't come out until the event launches. Right? Like, CD's never really put out announcements past this time point, right? Feels best here. Uh, 245 node lead speed. This would have dropped by now, yeah. 5:15, like basically an hour ago from now was the time I was expecting. Yeah, fine, it's possible. Not typically their schedule. But none of these teams are really giving good banner protection, I feel like. Like, clones without a good aggressive leader aren't really coming a whole lot of. Yeah, Flurber, it definitely can kill. God, would I actually just rather use Geos here? I think I might. Well, is it Zeta? I don't know. I feel like Geos are gonna get better banners here than literally the rest of this, even though it's like you get a bunch of crazy stuff on the bench. Is Hermit Yoda and Geos interesting, actually? Let's just... Okay. AoE I'm not that much of a fan of here, just because it's gonna spy to have to waste his first Duke. Ooh, Kylo might be a little bit ugly. I'm gonna feed him a lot of... Can't say. Excited about that. There's it. Alright. Spy's getting a good cycle. We're actually in pretty alright shape. You can hit him all you want, man. I mean, we gotta use this to get the nuke back up, but I don't know if we get Kylo on this run. If we don't, it's actually gonna feel kind of bad. But his defense is set, so okay. Really works. This is actually kind of a bad idea. Like, they don't have any AoE left, right? I mean, they kind of do the stability block. So the worst thing that could happen right now is us getting basics on Sunfact that cost us banners. It would have been better to just keep doing the lifting. We're fine though. Alright. On double ships. We don't even see two ships. Oh, he posted both. We're gonna have to wing this, our negotiator fight. Your opponent only puts down one ship. Most of the time that I've fought this, I feel like I've just held hanging at AoE and just gone for single target buzz droids. That's really hard to do though, depending on how this is gonna play out. This should be another fight. If this was 5s, I'd be completely insane here. The fact that this is Ahsoka here instead means that we should just lose Walter immediately. Also, no Falcon here kind of sucks. We actually lose a safety net because of that. And I can't even replace it with Plo Koon either, because we're going to need him against Malevolence. Guess Houndstooth? I GG them. Mine's still weaker than I'd like, but still synergy. What's the exact conditionals on them? It's per debuff enemy. Yeah. Alright, this is gonna feel ugly, I think. Gonna be very much a walking on eggshells type of fight. Goes. That's part of what makes this fight so clunky. Opinion is just maybe one thing. Ooh, it was a really weird choice though. I remember actually thought to use basic. Actually, I almost might like it, right? Because like, so if I was Gear 13, I could TM boost him and we could stun Anakin with his turn. We do kind of need to start making buzz droids though, or vulture droids. We can just start to interact pressure Anakin as much as we can. I mean, so no Houndstooth here. The counterattacks aren't that annoying. It is going to be annoying from a damage perspective. I don't know waste this cooldown. I think let's just arc here. As long as we get good debuffs on Horseman Call, this feels like it would be the best play. But we just opened up Ahsoka special though. Not the end of the world. She actually didn't do it. Okay. I almost kind of wish I put those buzz droids on. Because if we went really, really hard right now, we actually would. Shade, but they have double taunts. This fight is a timeout risk? I don't think so. She has debuffs anyway, so we might start to spread buzz droids. Alright, that taunt is gone. This is the risk. He's gonna be dead immediately, so he should be dead on turn activation. I think we just pop this in. Do some hoping. Please. Yeah. Counterattacks are pain. Gonna help. We don't have a reinforcement call that's gonna save our banners here, so just the deadliest single target possible. Could she? Wait. Yo, does TM overflow? Could Ahsoka? So Ahsoka gets 50% TM off of the first one, right? I don't know if. Like, is there ever a situation where Ahsoka would just go before that possible now? Or is reinforcement just like a guaranteed bonus turn? Happens quite often. Oh, really? Yeah, Lucan. That's actually what happens to me a lot. That's why I get like that lineup actually felt really like the Ahsoka didn't feel nearly as disastrous there. Like the worst thing that could have happened. I don't know why she didn't use her special for the retribution, but without Houndstooth there, like that's where the time can become an issue. But Lone Sergeant into probably 5s next or Rex next, I guess. I didn't feel bad. Flare, she was debuffed. I called in IG 2000 Horseman, so I had crit chance down. It was really weird. She didn't use it. That's the first time that I've ever seen her not use it. She had the chance to get debuffs. Weird. Huh. Wait. Jesus. I didn't mean to use Houndstooth there. Or I wasn't thinking. I've always used Houndstooth in this opening lion. Wait, am I in danger suddenly? I mean, don't get me wrong. Ahsoka is going to be fine against buzz drones, but... I'm extremely not used to this. This is weird territory to be in. I have BTL? Yes. I do. Yes, single-digit power. Basically, in the time that people were farming BTL, I was going hard on pre-gearing for expected requirements for the upcoming Galactic Legends back before Luke was released, so that's kind of why I'm a bit overqualified for the event right now. So, I don't have a ship, but I didn't have to wail to get any gear for Luke in time, so I have that going for me. I've never done this team. This turnaround might feel weird. This is gonna especially feel weird because Houndstooth like smooth out this curve so much. I would shoot Hyena. Hyena would do AoE. That would give Houndstooth turn meter. So Houndstooth would taunt before Sunfac could stun. I think it's just gonna get stunned here. I think this is gonna feel kind of bad. I'm not thrilled. I just need to get used to, like, hey, the team that you draft is actually gonna be... Do I even shoot? None of these options to shoot feel good. I guess Hyena is the least of all evil. We could just do this now, I guess? This is weird. I don't like this. Alright, this be a fantastic time for a blue. I do go after a Sunfac first, but I'd like to, because of the AoE and 5 special, I'd like to make sure that we get target lock on Hyena, as well as making sure that Hyena will taunt on. Gonna happen. Sunfac. Shortly. Dies, hopefully. Quickly. Whew. That felt alright. Your banner not bad. Not having Houndstooth, I mean... Shooting Hyena into Ahsoka, immediate retribution... Wait, did we even counterattack that much? Wait, do I not have that maxed? Wait. Oh, we totally do. I feel like... Well, so Sunfac got stunned. Yeah, I guess I just... Against the counterattack there. What's up, sir? Now you're in chat now. What you got to say? Oh, nice. Thanks. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just with the unsuccessful nest today. That's still hard to wrap my head around. I actually really don't understand why that was such a bad... Like, if it was, like, usually what I would expect if it was going to go south, right? Anakin dead, like maybe took a little bit too long. Padme dead by the end, and that's it. But yeah, that was worst Nest fight in a while, and I can't think of any real different circumstances. Her mods are slower lately. That could be a factor. Like I traded off speed for giving her bonkers tenacity, actually. So, I mean, if there was anything to point to, and that is what I was saying during the fight, like this is pretty slow. Maybe I have to rethink this, or maybe, ooh. I bet Mandalorian lead would have been better here. Make it for the speed. Right, like we lose the offense, but I think the speed... Right, because the Watt tech piece gives us protection regen anyway. Like if I'm gonna use Watt, like why not use this? Because the only reason this went badly to begin with is because I didn't have enough bulk. Like the Nest just straight up died from not having protection regen. But otherwise, like, I don't know. There might have been a couple of cases where that extra speed, you know, again, because we're getting kicked a ton, 3PO's getting assist called a ton, GK as well too. Don't underestimate that. There's a lot of TM reduction happening. I think speed really does just matter on Nest. People might be giving it credit for. Slowness just feels really, really uncomfortable. Like we saw today. We had to get this critical damage stacked up until we could just kill Anakin health. That's a long time to wait. I mean, that's actually probably partially why Clash insists so much on damage. And maybe we brought the speed down but didn't bring up the damage enough to go with it. It was like 179% tenacity I feel really, really good about. But, you know, crit chance dead stat, percent protection, not really that technically of a dead stat, but there's not a whole lot of offense in these mods, aside from just like an offense arrow being the only notable thing, and crit damage. She might just be, I wouldn't say quarters cut, but just like too tenacity focused. Because especially if we're giving her Watt tech piece, which by the way, I'm not gonna assume I'm gonna get to do that, because typically speaking, Watt should be occupied by a GL. But I don't know, some food for thought. I think I've been following the pattern that a lot of people use this team, but I kind of want to make some adjustments, like make up some new rules. Because, like, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Shit. Like, this is nice. This is fine. But I would rather have higher speed, or I would rather have maybe even a little bit less tenacity. Watt tech piece doesn't do anything for Padme stun, so you're right. But the biggest scenario where Padme stun is a risk is the part where you're stunned, you don't get to lifesteal, and then they get to have a go at you. So Watt tech piece, even though it can't cleanse that, the 40% protection that it gives you is basically enough to make Padme's kick stun not matter, in my opinion, right? Because you're already getting the 40% protection back just kind of as a way to make sure that you're not going to be in danger getting killed off, right? Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't get to lifesteal that turn, yes, but you still have a safety vest. Yeah, I think I just really don't like slow Nest. I mean, let's see. I really want to take this from Chewie. Wait, I'm almost positive that I gave this a Nest last time. Don't get me wrong. 121 offense, not going to make sense for that fight, but like... I I am minus 3% tenacity for speed. This, but this is just more damage and less speed. This is like the Clash mod almost. Not a bad percent offense roll, but just we're pushing weird territory off of this. Yeah, thanks, Moon. I was talking about it earlier a little bit. I did notice how much my mic was cutting out. I assume if I like hear, yeah, the noise gate is just too. Basically, it's just about I need to stay in the mic, keep speaking at a consistent tone. It's just practice. But no, overall, I'm super happy with how that episode went. A couple of technical difficulties, but I was expecting it. It's just, there is something a little bit unfortunate about how Discord works, where, you know, when End All Be All dropped, no, it was Bitcoin, I think. When Bitcoin dropped out from the call here and there, it's definitely jank, because Discord will just reposition the windows for less people. I mean, but everything just breaks. I'm trying to see if there's a better solution for that, but it's a weird thing to try to handle. Or ideally, people just don't see, you know, whatever. Connection problems happen. So. Yes. All right. I guess that is an attack. A little bit unfortunate. I mean, some lessons learned. Again, it's not lost on me that I spent 3 hours remodding and like fully redoing stuff, and like we're 3 weeks away from a complete meta shift again. But I do think this is a lot of a healthier direction, and I mean, I think this is a good lesson learned, right? Of just, like, don't get me wrong, I was super happy to get like this 10% tenacity, this 9% tenacity, but it does actually feel like something is lost here, missing, or at the very least, like you would have to full commit to the Church of Clash route of just like, she must be like 7 really good offense additions, and that's just never felt good to me. Like I like the more aggressive, the faster playstyle, the one that puts out a bit more pressure. This feels too passive. This feels like, and especially if you're fighting Shaak Ti, right? This is actually why I hate Shaak Ti in the Nest versus Padme matchup. Shaak Ti pushes, like if you're in a situation like this where you don't pressure out Anakin quickly, if you don't, or if you just take your turn whenever they've done everything they're gonna do, Shaak Ti bumps it up from you needing to do 100% health of Anakin's health, or 100% of Anakin's health, to she's gonna attack on 35% protection onto that magic one-shot number 2. I absolutely hate that matchup. It's actually felt fine with faster speed though, and that, to me, that's just kind of doubling down on how I feel about this. I just like faster Nest. I'm sorry, I still have some faith in the Church of Clash teachings, but just can't deny my heart. I like being more proactive in the matchup. You know, I would almost... I talked to Clash about this a while ago, and he said he hasn't had luck with it, but I feel like I tried it once. As long as Padme Kick isn't an issue, I would love to try, like, Mando lead with weapon tech. Right? If I'm just doubling down on this whole, like... the problem is weapon tech is going to get shut down by 3PO, though. Unfortunate. Right, but, like, this whole idea of aggression... it's not gonna, as long as 3PO's there, it's not gonna work. Without 3PO there, I think it'd be amazing. But without 3PO there, you're already pretty much gonna win. So yeah, alright, I guess that's it for Grand Arena. Before you leave though, I am pretty excited still, actually. No kit today is a bummer, but wait, oh god, I just figured something out. The thing I'm excited about is Star Wars Squadrons come out in 2 days, but I will be streaming it early via mythical magical means where I'll be living in Australia suddenly. So that's actually going to start in 15 hours. I'm actually super pumped. I want to get pretty good at this game. I think a lot of this stuff sounds interesting around like being able to do skillful flying. There's a lot of stuff I'm hearing early on about being able to do stuff like chain drifting that I think if you could just get good at outflying people with an interceptor roll, I think it's going to be, you're just going to be able to run circles around people. So because I'm using a VPN to pretend I'm in Australia. I don't know how it's going to go with streaming. I might actually just have to like stream on Twitch only or something. I don't know if Twitch only would be smarter or YouTube only. I'd actually probably favor Twitch if I had to pick one, even though, you know, Twitch, I don't have a whole lot of a base here yet. But just, you know, YouTube's discovery tools are kind of bad, and I could just put into YouTube later. But the thing I figured out, though, is I don't know why I didn't realize this to begin with. They're totally going to do a kit release while I'm in the middle of playing Squadrons, and when I keep playing Squadrons, and I'm gonna have to stop playing Squadrons so I can look at the kits. And don't get me wrong, I'm extremely excited about the kits, but I was really hoping we would have today be kit day, go to bed, hey boom, immediately Star Wars Squadron. Instead, I feel like fate being what it is definitely gonna be both at once. So I have to play some favorites here. We're gonna have to choose. It's gonna be kit review. Format for that I think is actually gonna be really fun. I want to try to do it this time where I basically want to make it as hot take-y as possible. I'm still, you know, not ignoring the fact that we won't have final judgment on it, so I'm gonna lean into that. I want it to be clear that this isn't like this is the definitive how good this character is, but I'm just gonna try rating every ability like 1 to 10, just as like, you know, it's release day. We don't know how things are gonna play out, how, you know, what their stats are going to be, but I'm just going to see, I'm going to give each ability scores, and, you know, a month from now, maybe I can laugh at myself and be like, wow, yeah, real 10 out of 10 ability there. Shit. Yeah, that's it for the stream for a lot of streaming. Yeah, just some final stuff I said at the top of the show, but I know the GAC table stuff, the GAC room, kind of took a back burner for a while there, but is actually was done. Ironically, I actually wanted to use it for the intro to Kyber Council. That didn't happen yet. I think I'm going to try to do that for next time. And that should also mean that GAC 101 is coming along shortly too. So, huzzah. Yeah. Oh, God. Covered up, sorry. Sorry. Alright, Flairboot says, I'm just gonna put this on. Since. Can I just put this on? I don't even know if I have this. Basically, Flairboot says that there's a Galactic War Report podcast coming tonight with CG on it, so we might not be off the hook yet. Don't you give me hope, sir, to do this. How did the other stream go? Went well. I'm a little bit I'm not even terrified. I was a little bit horrified to realize that my mic was doing type of thing. Actually, but I think it's just, again, Mike was over here looking at the camera. Bit of growing pains. I've never hosted a show before, and considering that, I'm still really happy with how it went. I mean, of course, you hope everything goes perfect, but whatever, right? Mistakes are gonna happen. Nest timeouts are gonna happen. Yes, apparently. Topics and timestamps? Not yet. I'm actually... There was about a 15-minute downtime at the top of the show, and I'm probably gonna edit that out and then re-upload it. And I will put the timestamps in that one. I think is the way. So, kids are coming still, man. Man, how much of a bummer is this going to be if we get a podcast? Not even dissing Galactic War Report, but just like if we get a podcast about them saying like, oh yeah, Kylo, Luke does a thing. It's like, no, just give me the stupid kits. Give the text. We'll see it. All right. If the kits go live, I'm going to be going live pretty much immediately, and we'll jump on into that. So we'll see what happens. Otherwise, Star Wars Squadrons tomorrow, and keep on happening. Peace.